Welcome to another episode of Magpie Talkback Radio. We have got 40 callers lined up. So strap yourselves in, get your popcorn, let's get into it.
Panic stations here for the Pies. Is it over for Collingwood?
All right, as always, we're going to start with an anonymous caller because they seem to be the first ones to call in. Let's go.
Fucked.
Nice, sharp, to the point. Joey Rue is up next.
Swoop, mate. That's just heartbreaking stuff. Mate, we can complain about the umpires, we can complain about disconnecting to 450, but
Yep.
far out. You can't be mad at the boys. That was a valiant effort. Away from home, backs against the wall. It's just those big moments that we just wish we could turn into scores. And I know, but gee, Swoop. Beat Melbourne next week. Hopefully Port knock off the Suns and we get that top four. But even if anyone can finish fifth or sixth even and win the comp, it's us, I reckon. So go the Pies, stay strong.
Joey, second caller in, and you've come with a lot of positivity, and I really appreciate that because I don't know what the rest of these callers are going to be like. But you're right, man. If anyone can finish fifth, sixth, and win a flag, it's us. We know it's a different ball game in the finals. We'll be okay. Nico.
Swoop. Nick here, mate.
Hey, mate.
We asked for effort and we got it.
Yep.
Gutted. Absolutely gutted. But
Yeah.
look, I can't fault the effort. It's just the efficiency going inside 50 again has just
Killed us.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You're not going to win, games having 71 inside 50s and scoring whatever it was,
Yeah.
7 or 8 goals, whatever we ended up with. You've just got to be more clinical than that, especially in big games like this. So, big tick on the effort, but just so disappointed about, still the efficiency going forward and how that's lacking at the moment and causing us, a huge issue moving into September.
Yeah, man, that's nail on the head sort of stuff there. Like you get those inside 50s going, and if you can't generate scores, we scored 8 goals, 8, and that's where we fell off. That's where you fell off. At one point we were going at 11% efficiency inside the 450, which you can't have. And you start off the game so strong, and then you kick 3 goals for after quarter time. Like I know it was raining and wet and stuff, and the effort was there. Once we get that connection going, the world is our oyster, or the finals are our oyster. Anonymous.
Oh, Swoop, it's a fucking joke. How do you start the game the way we did and kick, 2-3 goals in 3 quarters?
Yep.
We've played plenty of good football in wet weather before. It's nothing new to us.
Exactly.
It's a fucking winter sport, and we can't even put a fucking winning margin on these fucking dogs. Alright? Whether you want to put this in your YouTube video or not, because I have fucking sweared a lot, but it's a joke, mate. I'm sure people agree with me. It's a fucking joke. How do you fuck that up?
Mate, this is 100% going into YouTube video. I love the passion. That's what this Magpie Talkback is all about. It's all about showing that unfiltered passion right after a game. So I appreciate you calling in. And yeah, how do you fuck it up? But the effort was there. That's what I'm keeping in my heart, is that the effort was there. So thank you for calling in. Geordie.
Swoop, mate. That was heartbreaking.
Yep.
Bring on the D's next week. Hopefully we can do something. Up the Pies.
That's it. Can I just say, most of these people so far, really positive, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. James.
I didn't know we were playing rugby union. You could just throw the bloody ball
Here
every
we are.
time you got the ball. That was a bloody disgrace.
Yep.
We should have won that, all because of the bloody umpires.
Yeah, look. Few throws, one throw leads to a goal. Isaac comes out and says that it was definitely a throw. What can you do? Yes, we can blame the umpires, and I have blamed the umpires, but 71 inside forward 50s for 8 goals is, dare I say it, insipid. Allison.
Like, I don't even care about those umpire calls. Yeah, they were shit, whatever. But I can't believe how opposite the season has been from one half to the other. I can't. And I'm so literally heartbroken.
Yep.
Like I just want one Collingwood season where, yeah, we lose a few games here and there, like whatever, but a consistent season would be nice. And I'm just heartbroken that 6 out of the last 7 games, or whatever the fuck it is now, and if we lose next week to Melbourne, it'll just be literally like a Jekyll and Hyde season.
Jesus.
And it's like, fucking hell, I want to be proud. I'm obviously proud of our club, but like, I want to be proud without being fucking embarrassed and have to put up with the shit from like fucking Darren Gorringe and the rest of the world. Fucking, you know, Australia wins and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just want one season where we shut them up. And I'm very disappointed.
No, I feel you. I have the same sentiments. But hear me out for a second. Imagine winning the grand final, winning the 17th flag after these last 6 or 7 weeks, what's been able to happen, right? Beat Melbourne, give ourselves the best shot at a top 4. Yes, we could have been top 4 before. Give ourselves the best shot at a top 4 by beating Melbourne. A couple of results go our way. It'll make for a good movie. It'll make for an absolute good movie. Thank you for calling in, Alison. All right, we got Matthew.
Swoop, mate. It's Matt here. Recording this on Saturday night at 22:51, so 10:51 for you non-24-hour people.
Me.
Am I frustrated? A little bit.
Yep.
Am I happy that we got some effort compared to last week? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But the throws from Adelaide, like, I'm not going to say the umpires cost us because they didn't. We didn't kick a goal in the second quarter.
Yep.
That's an issue in itself. But we know what the AFL playbook is now. Tomorrow, Sunday, they're going to come out and they're going to have a press conference to say we missed some decisions in the Collingwood versus Adelaide game last night. And in that very same press conference, possibly that very same sentence, they're going to say, we believe the umpiring is the best it's ever been. And it's what leads to frustration from all the fans around the league. But I'm just a one-eyed Collingwood supporter, so
I feel you,
what
man.
the hell would I know? Cheers, mate.
Thanks, bud. Thanks for calling in. So I'm recording this on Monday. No one has come out. That's the weird thing. Matt, you bring up a good point. No one has come out and said that those were throws, we're going to tighten that up, or we're going to look into it, or something like that. And I know that it's a fast-paced game, but you should be able to pick up blatant throws like that. But yeah, it's weird that no one's come out and said that. Thanks for calling in, Matt. Ava.
So, Swoop, I'm just going to come in here and say to you that I'm actually not even upset, to be honest.
Okay.
Because we actually put up a fight and we actually played good footy.
Yeah. Yep.
And that makes me feel better. The only difference was that I realised more and more now that I see what other people say in other footage that the umpiring wasn't so great towards us. Especially that last quarter, I felt like Adelaide were a bit more favoured, but that's okay.
Home ground.
And the fact that the defence of Adelaide were just amazing. Like, that was such good defence that unfortunately Collingwood couldn't keep up with that. And it's totally understandable. And the game was close.
Yep.
I love a close Collingwood game, even if we lose. Like, yeah, so I'm all okay with it. But yeah, anyway, just thought I'd come in and just let you know.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for coming in and letting me know your thoughts. Yeah, I came out of that game, not angry or anything, heartbroken. I think that was it. I was heartbroken, but the effort, like you said, the effort was there and the fight was there, and that's what gives me confidence that we're going to do some damage in September. I can just feel it. TJ.
Hey Swoop, how you going?
Hey TJ, good, thank you.
I think everyone's going to be saying the same thing, really. You know, we should have played Bobby. Our inside 50s were awful.
Yep.
Which they were, but I think Adelaide's defense was really, really good. So it was a combination of both. Yeah, that was a good response from last week, despite the loss. I think you can't be disappointed with that.
Yeah.
Last week I turned the game off just after halftime. Like tonight, I was on the edge of my seat till the very last second. So yeah, no, that was really good. But I just wanted to talk about Will Parker. He got a lot of hate in the comments from people when he got named in the squad. I thought he was really fucking good. This kid was playing cricket not that long ago. He's only had a couple of AFL games. Like, considering the task he was given against the best side in the league, he really, really, really held up well under pressure. And I think we got something good in that one.
Yeah, TJ, that is a great shout. I gave Parker a shout out on my Swoop standouts in my review. He was fantastic. What he does is he allows Dan Houston to come up the ground a little bit. Like, we found a nice small defender, something that we haven't really had for quite a while. The thing is, does he stay in the team? Like, I wouldn't mind Parker staying in the team. I know in my review or standouts, I can't remember which video I said it in, that it would probably be Parker coming out for Jeremy Howe. But the more I think about it is, they can both play in the side, have one rotating, off the bench or whatever sort of may be. And probably Howe comes in for Allen maybe. And just see how that works with the small defender and Jeremy Howe in the same side. So there's a couple of levers that we can sort of pull. But I do think that based on that game, he does deserve another week in the ones. Thank you for calling in, Pasindu, good friend of the Talkback.
Mate, that was shit house umpiring. I know we say you can't blame the umps, man. Like that goal in like the fourth quarter, Jamie Elliott kicked the goal, but apparently he had to come back. Like, come on, mate.
Yeah, I forgot about
Should have
that.
played advantage. And we had it. Like seriously, we had momentum last quarter. 30 minutes to go. Oh mate, the scores were like we were trailing by like 3. Oh mate, the umpiring.
Yeah.
Now they like know how they feel when like others get favorable umpiring like that. Honestly, mate, I don't even know what's going on with us.
Feels like that.
Mate, come on. Mate, we have Melbourne next week. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that game, but I think we surely, like seriously, surely win that game.
Yeah.
I mean, just have to have other games go our way. So man, that right. Anyways, I don't know what to say apart from go Pies. That's all I have to say. See you. Catch you later, Swoop.
Thanks, brother. No, that's all you have to say, man. Go Pies. That's we're in it now. We're in it to bloody win it now. So we'll see how we hold up against Melbourne. Anonymous.
Swoop, I am so fucking done with this. Every single week, I can't enjoy my week anymore, Swoop. I can't enjoy my week anymore.
I know how it feels, man.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Tell me.
If you have 71, 72 inside 50s and only 8 goals from them, you deserve to lose games. I don't care what happens. We deserve to lose that. And I could tell from the second quarter when we went goalless, we deserve to lose that. We can complain about the umps. We can complain about this. That was all on us. You have to lower your eyes and find targets.
Matt, I could not have said it better myself, and I love the passion. You're right. If you have 71 inside 50s and you're plus 30 odd in inside 50s against your opponent, you should be winning games. That's on you. The umpires can have their say, they can, but when you're nearly 3 dozen plus inside 50s over your opponent, you should be absolutely winning games, mate. And I'm sorry it's wrecked your week. I hope you've had a really good Monday. Jack.
Besides Adelaide putting their bid in for the 19th NRL team, it was a lot better this week and looked a lot more convincing than previous weeks.
Yep.
But to me, our main problem looked like our forwards were very stagnant. In the first quarter, they were presenting really well to our mids, giving the mids options. But then for the rest of the game, it seemed like they stopped moving around and sort of gave the mids no choice but to send it in and bomb it long.
Yeah.
But that's something we can fix, and I'm sure Fly was looking at that as well. In Fly, we trust, as we like to say, but 17's coming. Believe. And a message to some of the fans out there, I'm sick of seeing people going online and just bagging out a single player. Like, come on, we're better than that. We stand by our boys.
That's it.
And yeah, calm the pies.
That's it, Jack. That's a good call out, good message. 17th flag incoming. I love it. Con.
That was a bad throw from Mark Keane
Yep.
and Ben Keys.
Yep.
That was a shocking umpiring call. They shouldn't give Collingwood a free kick, and I was really, really disappointed. We didn't respond.
Yeah. Yep.
And we didn't perform too well. And we need to bounce back next week against Melbourne.
Definitely.
We need Jeremy Howe.
Yes.
We need Bobby Hill and the rest of the
Yep.
players, like Tom Mitchell, Will Hoskin-Elliott, and also Mason Cox.
Yeah. That's a lot of changes. I'll be honest. That's a lot of changes. Four or five changes. I think we'll only see one or two. But yeah, we need to really, really bounce back. That's a very good point, Con. We need to absolutely bounce back, and what better way to do it than against Melbourne? But again, they've got their backs to the wall. This is their last game for the home and away season, so anything can happen. Caden.
Swoopy, my boy.
Hey, mate.
Look, I'm not happy, but I'm not disappointed.
I like it.
Look, best team in the league, as it stands, at least. And look, we lost by 3 points at their home ground. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, losing by 3 points at their home ground in a game that they were, in my opinion, it was theirs to lose, as far as I'm concerned, personally.
Yeah, I feel that.
I could almost see that as a win.
Mm-hmm.
I think, personally, and look, maybe I'm being biased here, I think if that was the same exact game played at the MCG in a final status, we won that game by 2 goals.
Yep.
But, I can't say much. We lost by 3 points, but as far as I'm concerned, it was their home game, it was their game to lose, and really 3 points, half a goal, it's nothing, really. So, go the Pies!
I love
Come
it.
on, we're bringing on another flag, number 17. Woo!
Caden, I love the energy, man. I've absolutely loved the energy of everyone that's called in so far. Yeah, very positive. You're right. We get another shot at 71 inside forward 50s. I guarantee you we're winning 9 out of those 10 games, right? This will be the game that we lost. You're generating that much. We're going to keep scoring. Jack brought it up that we'll be working on that in training. I saw on during Monday's training session that they were working on clearance work and scoring from clearances, forward half clearances and stuff like that. So you're absolutely right, Caden. Thank you for calling in. Max.
Oh my god, bro. I don't know. That umpiring was absolutely horrendous.
Yep.
That Phil Fort kick away from the umpire.
Yeah, the kick away
was shocking. If
Yeah.
I was a Collingwood player, bang for a kick. Tell the team. But just because it was Adelaide, no free kick. But all in all, it was a good game. And that's all I have to say.
No, thank you
Swoopy.
for calling in, Max. Yeah, look, you're right. It was a really good game, and that Phil Thorpe, that kick away with what I think was 57 seconds left, could have been anything. It could have been a free kick. Should have been a free kick. I go back to thinking about the Fremantle Lockie Sullivan one last year that cost us a game. But can't live in what ifs. That's what I'm trying to do. Not live in what ifs. Jake.
Swoop. I don't know where this ends. From the Phil Thorpe out of bounds, the throw goals. I mean, the first 50 was alright. The second 50 was fucked.
Yep.
Checkers was being held all game.
Yeah.
Das in the ruck was being held. Like, how can we expect to win with that sort of treatment? But then again, the effort. Man, Darcy Moore was better than last week, but still. Billy Frampton improved, but there was just inconsistencies. Like, how can we expect to be competing for top form premiership when this is our form leading into the finals?
Yeah.
Like, Swoop, what's going on? How can we possibly
fix this. Like, we don't look like a team that can be playing in a Premier League final at the moment. Like, I understand how, but, I mean, in my opinion, there's only 2 other guys on the entire team I would not have get concussion. It'd be Darcy Cameron, Nick Dacos, and Jeremy Howe.
Yeah.
Anyone else can get concussed. He's the rock in defence, and it really shows. But we can't rely on 1 or 2 guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Craig McRae needs to blast the fucking umpires and the media and the press. This is not alright. Like, how can we fix this, Swoop? You gotta help us.
Mate, I know what you're saying, how important those three players are, and with Jeremy Howe coming back against Melbourne, we'll see a different look defence. Man, I think it's simple. I think we've showed that. I know we lost by 3 points, but the fight that we showed was the same stuff that we were doing the first half of the season prior to that Gold Coast game. We just didn't get the runs on the board against the Crows. And it was just that connection. Like I keep saying, I've said it in all my videos so far, you fix that connection, you're winning flags. Fix that connection, winning flags. Get the connection back. And we're going to see it. We're going to see it against Melbourne. I feel like we're going to put up a really big score. It's, Jake, listen to me. It's a simple fix, mate. We're going to flick the switch. We're going to be okay. I promise. Sean.
Mason Cox in, Dan McStay out. At least Mason Cox can contest the ruck. Unfortunately, McStay is not really kicking goals.
Yep.
He's not taking marks, and he is getting beaten every week in the ruck. Mason Cox in, McStay out.
Yeah, I think that's, I said previously that there could be 1 or 2 changes. I think that might be a change that they're looking at. Mason Cox had a great VFL game. If you haven't watched my VFL review, go check that out. It was a couple of videos ago on a Monday. McStay has had to play defense, ruck, and forward. He's gassed by the time he gets to the forward line. Jeremy Howe coming back will help him, but again, I did say I don't mind McStay in the ruck as a second ruckman, but Mason Cox obviously is a superior ruckman. We know that. Who do you trust in finals though? Mason Cox, who hasn't had a consistent season at all, or Dan McStay, who has been working in that forward line, even though the forward line hasn't been good the last 6 weeks? Let me know down below, chat. All right, it's my favorite guy that calls in. One of my favorite guys that call in. One of my favorite people that call in, should I say. Nick, Mum and Dad called me after the last talkback, and they were pissing themselves laughing. So hopefully you've got something else to make us laugh after a heartbreaking defeat.
Swoop Luke, you magnificent mound of molten mud cake. I am actually exhausted after that game, but you know what? I'm not mad we lost. We played just as well as them. Our fight and pressure was back, and we looked like ourselves again. We looked like a top 4 team. The defense was nearly rock solid. Will Parker was unreal. Houston looked better.
Yeah.
DC is looking the goods. DeGoey looks prime. Crisp looks prime. Lockie Schultz deserves a fucking medal already. Ned still a little bit shoddy, but, we'll forgive him. Our number 1 downfall, though, and it has been for a while, is our forwards.
Yep.
I don't know what's up, but once that's sorted, we're gravy, baby. But you know what did piss me the fuck off, and I reckon it pissed everyone else off? Those 4 fucking whistling lemons. The missed throws and holes and ducking for frees. I'm convinced they weren't umpires. They were just dudes cosplaying as blind minions. McDonald's ice cream machines are more reliable than those umpires. And those 4 bananas definitely will not be working at the grand fucking final.
You're fired!
That's, mate, I forgot all about the Peatling Ducks that he got called. That was crazy. But you're right, none of those guys, and that number 32 that umpired the Adelaide game also umpired the Hawthorn game, and we had similar free kick and umpiring issues back then as well. But you're right, we are looking good, like a top 4 side. That's what we played like. Once the forwards are ready to go, it's all gravy, baby. Like you said, it's all gravy, baby. Everything's coming up Super Mario. Zahira.
Holy shit, we just got robbed. I'm personally not a rugby person, but it seems like I just watched a full game of some rugby by these Adelaide players. And these umpires, these throws, no. Riley Silthorpe kicked the ball away, no free kick. And that umpire, when he threw it in from the boundary and it like went straight in the air and didn't even get to the ruckman, literally send help. What is this?
Yes. I forgot all about that one as well. The Darcy Cameron shallow throw in, and then I don't remember who snapped it, but then Adelaide just snapped the goal because no one could get to it. That gets called in. That got called in. There was a redo of a throw either in that game or the game before. Like Nick said, these guys aren't doing grand finals. That's for sure. That's for sure. Zahira, hopefully I pronounced that right. Thank you for calling in. Anonymous.
They are fucking cheaters, Swoop. I am absolutely mortified in how our boys were treated tonight. That Adelaide team have been given free after free in every fucking game. And tonight just proved that those umpires had that game won for them. I'm not angry at the boys. They played so good. We deserved that win. That was our win. And they fucked it up for us again.
Yeah.
Tex Walker thought he was okay until tonight. Now I think he's a total fucking snoot. And as for Rankine or Quaynor should have just uppercut him. Stupid. Anyway, that's my take.
That's wild that this was recorded. So I can see that this was recorded on like Saturday night, like towards midnight ish. And that Rankin comment with Isaac Quaynor hits a little bit differently now after everything that just come out about Rankin and what he said. Thank you for calling in, Dino.
First of all, Swoopy, love your work. Thank you for everything that you've done with your YouTube channel.
Thank you, brother.
Just wanted to say this is absolutely shocking.
Yep.
If this is how the umpiring is going to be for the finals, doesn't matter what game you watch, doesn't matter what supporter you are, it is going to be an absolute shit show, and it's not going to be fun to watch. That's just my 2 cents. Thanks, Swoopy.
No, Dino, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. There has to be, Oppo supporters will hear this and say, "Oh, they're complaining about that." Yeah, of course we're complaining about umpires. You would do the same thing too if that happened to your team. So get off your fucking high horse, get off your soapbox, and shut the fuck up, right? Just came out of me. Sorry. Yeah, there has to be something done. There has to be a internal. I don't know, more training or more eyes. I don't know. It can't be more training, right? Because you know not to throw the ball. You know not to do this, not to do that. I can understand the ducking and stuff like that because you can't really see that. But the throwing, like, come on, man. Like, come on. But yeah, we'll see what the finals look like. As long as we don't get that number 32 in any of our is it Simon Meredith? I don't know who it is. But as long as we don't get that number 32, we should be okay. Jacob.
I'm a very strong Collingwood supporter from Adelaide.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
I'm not disappointed in that game at all.
Love that.
Yes, we lost. We only lost by 3 points. Did the umpires have an impact on that?
Yep.
Probably not.
Okay.
We had double the inside 50s compared to the Crows.
Yep.
And we just could not convert them into a score, let alone a goal.
Yeah.
We had, I think, almost double the marks inside 50. And we had plenty of the ball. We had plenty of the ball, if I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't say we played shit. I'd say we played better than we have in the last few weeks against Hawthorn and Fremantle and Brisbane.
Yep.
But I think at the end of the day, I think the Crows were able to convert better in front of goal, and that's what got them the win. The free kick count, I mean, everyone loves to have a whinge about that when it's biased towards Collingwood. But that walk out of Adelaide Oval tonight, I didn't hear a single person mention the free kick count.
Yeah.
And that's because it's biased towards the Crows.
Yeah.
And they're not going to whinge about it when it's given them the win.
Exactly right.
There was a few calls that shouldn't have been called, and there's a few calls that should have.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I'm not disappointed in the boys. We did play well, just not well enough.
Nah, Jacob, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling in. You're right. We play well, just not well enough. Adelaide were good. Like we've all given credit to Adelaide. They were good. You know, someone earlier said, you know, how good their defense is, and you know they're a good side. They're the best side in the competition at the moment for a reason. They're first for a reason. But could you imagine if the free kicks were flipped and Nick Dacos threw the ball to Jamie Elliott and Jamie Elliott kicked a goal and we won by 3 points? Could you imagine what would come out and the, you know, the AFL would try and give the 4 points to Adelaide, and, you know, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean? Like the opposition fans would be up in arms, but when it's little old Collingwood, it's like, oh, no, look, oh, you guys complaining about the umpires, you had 71 inside 50s, like you should have won. Like, I know we should have won. I know. Anonymous.
It's a fucking joke.
I can only imagine that is for the umpires, and I absolutely agree. Nick.
Still pretty confident that we can make a run in finals after seeing that tonight. But fuck, man, we got to adjust to wet weather footy because the first quarter when it wasn't raining, we looked elite, and then when it started raining, we went into a shell and defended.
Yeah.
Also, the amount of fucking throws Adelaide did, and the amount of fucking the Phil Thorpe kick away in the last minute has me bamboozled, mate. Bamboozled, but oh well, keep up the good work, Swoop. Love ya.
Thanks, Nick. Love you too, man. I appreciate it. But you're right. We play like that, we would do well in finals, and I am bamboozled as well. All right. Let's hear from Zorba.
Hello, Swoop.
Hey, mate.
Hope you're well. I think you put it pretty perfectly. It's a good. It was a good showing from the boys. Like I'm actually like really proud that they could stick. You know, like I think we were the better team. Honestly, like I know that doesn't make sense when we lose, but
no, I love
the
hearing that.
stats. You know, it's just the finishing that we couldn't do.
Yeah. Yep.
You know. I mean, I was out to dinner and I was watching it on my phone the whole time, and you know, yeah, I don't know. Houston on the wing, I quite like. I like him in the midfield a bit more. I don't really have much to say that's negative, really, other than the umpiring, which we all know. But that's
exactly, we love
no
that.
point me saying it because I'm pretty sure everyone else will be saying it in here. So, you know, Pendlebury was. Have you noticed Pendlebury is starting to burst out of packs now?
Yeah, I actually have.
It's where was this? Like, I mean, he's a king. Yeah, no, I agree with. Yeah, I think it's definitely a positive sign that we could contend with first place in their hometown.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it. Love you.
I love you too. Thank you for calling in. The Pendlebury comment is really interesting because obviously we all look sort of slow and stuff like that these last few weeks. That 9-day break, and it maybe is that heavy training load that we sort of were doing. And now he looks fresh. He looks fit. It looks like he's a bit more leaner. Maybe I'm just seeing things a little bit as well. But if we can get that Pendles in finals, you know, and again, I said it in my review, they're not the reliance on Nick. We didn't really rely on him too much on the weekend either. So we're trusting the system. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. I hope your dinner was good, mate. Sorry the Pies lost, but I hope the dinner was good. Corey, my boy Corey from Adelaide.
Bro, you know what? I just straight up don't fucking care anymore. Flat as.
Yep.
Lost, 5 out of the last 6?
Yep.
First for months. Might not even be in the top 4. It's just a joke. Had enough.
Yeah. I feel that sentiment as well. I feel everyone's sort of sentiment. I'm pissed that we were 10 points up in 10 points on top of the ladder, and now we're relying on fucking Gold Coast or Hawthorn to win and us to beat Melbourne to come to the last game of the season. I've always said, and I've done it on Instagram and I've thanked other clubs and stuff, but I've always said, if you need to rely on another club winning or losing, you haven't done your job. And unfortunately, we haven't done our job. Yeah, you're 100% right, Corey. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, so I'm sorry. Yusing.
Tough loss to swallow there, fucking Swoop.
Yep.
Still pretty pissed off about it. Don't think I'll get over it for a couple of days.
That's fair, man.
The boys need to start picking the fucking ball up because there's so many times that they are out and they throw a boot at it and then they fucking miss a thing.
Yep.
And then it creates a stoppage. And, you know, if you just had a bent down and pick the fucking thing up, maybe we end up running down to the other end and get a goal out of it. But, you know, throw a boot at it and miss and then fuck it up.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a good way to play the game.
Yeah, no, I think I know the one day you're talking about. I'm pretty sure from memory, without watching the whole game again, it was Bo McCreary that did that on the wing. Maybe I want to say he sort of whiffed it. But yeah, you're right. This happened a couple of times to us. You know, my mind goes back to the Fremantle game in the last quarter. Ed Allen not so much whiffed it with a kick, but he didn't bend over and pick it up, and it bounces away from him. Fremantle go and score a goal. We obviously know that we lost that game by a point. So you're right. It could be just those little efforts that we need to improve and tidy up on and tighten up, you know, to go on and win a couple more games. Ricky.
Hey, Swoopy, how you going, mate?
Good, brother.
Let's get the obvious one out of the way first. The umpiring was terrible.
Yep.
That was laughably bad. If there's not some sort of reckoning at AFL House this week, I'll be baffled.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot have umpires putting up that sort of performance. They should be held to account as players are.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
just so bad.
Agreed.
But, and maybe I'm coping here, but I have a level of optimism that I think is greater than had we lost last night. I think, let's say we lost by 3 points. We might go into next week and into finals and say, we got our game back, boys. We know what to do. Let's just go out there and do that again. But if we'd won last night, we would have won by sheer weight of numbers. There's still a connection issue between the mid and the forward. We still can't hit targets inside forward. Mycheck can't take the mark and kick a goal to save himself. We've got a big Mycheck problem. And McStay, actually. Both of those boys, we've got a big double M problem there. And we've got to fix that. So this loss probably allows us to look at that and say, hey, why are we getting so many inside 50s but not kicking goals? Anyway, look, good to see Jack Crisp play himself back into some form. I think Bo is the keys to the Lamborghini. What else can I say about it? I don't know. Love you, mate. Have a good one. All right.
Love you, Ricky. That's actually a really, really good point. If we had won, and you're right, maybe it is you and I coping as well, but now you've sort of hit me with that. If we had won, it would have been a Band-Aid fix over a crack that is the connection piece. Like, yeah, we won. We had 71 inside 50s, but we won. We won by 3 points. Should have won by 30 compared, you know, with the weight of the numbers going inside 50, and would have papered over the cracks or Band-Aid over the cracks sort of thing. So a loss gives us that hit in the face. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. I really, really, really do. Ben, que ora?
Kia ora, Luke. How you going, bro?
Good, brother.
I hope you go well. Man, that game was real tough. It's you have to be a warrior to play out there last night. Just looking at it on TV, the conditions look terrible.
They were, man. Yeah.
It's a scrappy, hard-fought game. Sucks that we lost, but a much better effort from the Hawks game, for sure.
Yeah.
We need to beat Melbourne now just to make sure we're top 4. We might be playing the Crows again soon.
Can't believe it, man.
If people doubted us before, they'll be shocked to see what we will be able to pull through in finals. We need to beat Melbourne next week. That's the key thing.
Yep.
Jamie Elliott, congratulations, getting 50 goals for the season.
Yep.
Jack Crisp, big goal. Nick Dacos, big goal. Like, we don't quit. That's the thing about this team. We don't quit. But other than that, if everyone's doing well, I love this club, man. I just love this club so much. Go Pies.
Ben, I hope by some sort of miracle, when we play a grand final this year, or just any final, I hope that you can come over, you win a ticket or something, and flights to come over, because I would Love to watch a game with you, watch a game with Hyphen, watch a game with my New Zealand boys, man. Would be absolutely sick. But I like that message of the Pies don't quit. We looked defeated against Hawthorn. We turned that around, man, and you nailed that one on the head. We absolutely turned it around, and the fight was there right up until the end. Job.
Those bloody umps were an Adelaide side, mate.
Yeah.
I hate Adelaide and those bloody umps, honestly.
Mate, I absolutely agree with you. I know some good Adelaide Crows fans, but I want to beat these guys in the first week of finals. I want to absolutely smash these bastards. Ethan.
Swoopy. I'm pretty depressed this morning.
That's fair, man.
I'm very depressed. What can you do, really? That was a better effort compared to the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
But yeah, there's just really no connection up forward. I just don't think there's any genuine, system anymore. I think it's depleted.
Okay.
Whether or not, umpiring decisions turn a game or teams figure us out and know how to combat our strategy trying to move the ball forward, it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like Collingwood.
Yeah.
It feels like, we are just not handling the ball as good as we used to. Lot of fumbles, and all things considered, yeah, it was a high pressured game, but these are the games, and this is the part of the year where you need to be your cleanest. So, yeah.
No, mate, that's 100%. I 100% agree. There were times where, yeah, we just weren't clean, and that's the kicking skills. In the first quarter we were clean as. Like, does it have to do with the rain? But like a caller said earlier, it's a winter sport. Collingwood traditionally or historically, should I say, have been good wet weather team. Has been a good wet weather team, and we just didn't show it. Didn't play to the conditions as well as we should have. But tidy those up, man, and we've got a contest on our hands. Anonymous.
And the fact that neutral and Crow supporters have the fucking audacity, sorry, I'm pissed.
Go, tell me, man.
Just thinking about this right now. Have the audacity to complain about umpires, and then as soon as we do,
yeah.
But Collingwood get free kicks all the time. Collingwood pay the umpires all the time. Or how does it feel to be on the receiving end?
I know.
Fuck off.
Yes.
Fuck off to the moon, please. That shit is just, I don't know. I can't let it get to me, but
it gets to me, man.
It's so irritating
Yeah.
and frustrating that obviously we're the most hated team in the league. I understand that. But holy dooly, how many throws did Crows do? How many, fucking deliberates did they get away with? And then they're milking.
Yeah.
That's what I call the Crows now, the milkers, because all they do is milk. But if it was Collingwood that did all of them,
would be cooked.
Oh, you could only imagine how people would be acting,
mate.
They'd riot.
Yeah,
riot. I tell you, they would riot,
mate. 100%, 100%. Like I said before. Imagine this was us. Imagine that was Nick throwing the ball or Steele Sidebottom kicking that ball away like Phil Thorpe did. They would have our head on a spit. Head on a spike. Thank you for calling in, though. I love the passion. Gary, my boy Gary.
Hey, Swoop.
Hey, mate.
Yeah, 3-point loss, but I reckon we'll bounce back on Friday.
Hope so, man.
Against the D's.
I think we will too.
But I cannot believe it. Like that was 50 meters. 50-meter penalty. It should have been. But anyways, it wasn't. That's the umpires. And also those 2 throws.
Yep.
That they didn't pick up. At the second one that resulted in a goal. That should have been overturned.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah. But first quarter was good, and then just
dipped.
When the rain hit in second, just kicked 5 goals they kicked 5 goals and we kicked only a point.
Yeah, it was shit second
That
quarter,
is
man.
so bad.
Yeah,
Bad. No, it wasn't that good. But we should bounce back on Friday. Our last game against the D's.
that's it.
We really need Jeremy Howe back and Bobby Hill.
I agree, Gary.
Yeah, but I still love me Pies. I know they lost, but I still love them. And they're still the best team. But they have to bounce back on Friday.
We do, man.
All
We
right.
do.
See you, Swoop. Go Pies.
That's it. Thank you, Gary. I hope to see you on Friday night, mate. Yeah, you're right. We have to bounce back. We absolutely have to bounce back. But we've seen a lot of good signs. We've seen a lot of good signs, Gary. We will bounce back, mate. Hyphen, kia ora.
Hey, what up, Swoop?
Hey, mates.
It's the hyphen. Oh man, late to the missus today because I decided I'd head out after the game.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't super disappointed. Just like I said at the start of the game on my IG story, is like all I want to see is us being competitive in this game, and we were.
We were.
Do
Yeah.
we have opportunities to win? Yes. Were there some real shaky calls? 100%. But hey, look. I'll take a 3-point loss. I mean, I know there's ladder implications here that could be a problem.
Yeah. Yep.
Who cares? Like, we're going to get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe we're going to make finals regardless. Who cares? Where we have, I guess, some things that fall favorably for us is there's some teams that are going to be in that top 8 that haven't been in the finals for a long time or don't have any experience there.
Yeah. Good shout.
And we do.
Good shout.
So I think that works in our favor. And it was a good game. I was proud of our team, proud as punch. They played a great game.
They did.
Could have won for sure. Still feel that way. Don't feel slighted or let down. Just think, yeah, refs missed a few. And it's on to the next one.
That's it.
Pies Army, flag pies, side by side, all the good things. Hope the Army are well. Let's get it. End of the season.
Mate, always making me smile, brother. Always making me smile. But that's a good shout with teams playing in the finals that don't have that experience. You know, my mind goes to obviously Gold Coast. It goes to Adelaide Crows as well. I didn't realize that the Crows hadn't played finals since making the grand final in 2017. That's wild. I forgot all about that. Not that they made the grand final, that they haven't played finals since then. So that's a good shout. This is where the experienced heads come through, and you know what? We're fucking experienced. Let me tell you, Jake.
I'll start off by saying I am not one to complain about umpiring, but what the fuck was that? The throws, the time wasting from Phil Thorpe out on
Yep.
the boundary, us not getting paid for holding the ball, us not getting paid for high contact.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that the umpiring's the best it's ever been. In my opinion, it's the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I understand that we got 71 inside 50s and only scored like 16 times. That's on us. We're obviously not connecting inside 50. I get that, and we need to work on that before finals. But how can we keep the momentum rolling if decisions are going against us in such ridiculous ways
Yeah, tell me about
and
it.
the umpires aren't calling anything? It is a joke. The AFL needs to look into how the umpiring is nowadays because the umpires are determining who
Results.
wins a game
Yeah.
now,
Yep.
like this year. It's pathetic. Like, the boys played amazing last night. Credit to Adelaide. Adelaide played bloody brilliant
They
as
did.
well.
Yeah. Yep.
But how are we supposed to keep momentum going when the umpiring is like that? That was some of the worst umpiring favoritism I have seen all year. And anyone who can't admit that just is so silly and lets their hatred for Collingwood get in the way of facts.
100%.
Fucking hell. If we see you in finals, Adelaide, you're done. Believe me.
Yeah.
The boys will be out for blood.
That's it, man. I fully believe that, and I fully think that we're going to get them first week. And you know, two things can be right at the same time. You can have bad umpires and bad umpiring decisions, and you can still lose a game to a great team, and that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And let me go on record and say that there were even missed free kicks for the Crows with things that we did as well. So it wasn't, obviously the Crows had more blatant stuff, and I think the after quarter time or the second half, I can't remember the stat that I saw, and I don't have it quickly on me. Was 16 5 free kicks or something absolutely ridiculous because of the home ground advantage. And Craig McRae came out and kind of hinted at that as well. Tracy.
Hi, Luke. It's Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Obviously, would have liked to have walked away with the 4 points last night, but I will say that we showed enough for me last night for me to walk away saying when we play our best footy, we are just as good as anybody else, without a
Yes.
doubt, in my mind. Um, there's obviously a forward line issue. There's no doubt about it. Doubled the amount of inside 50s. We know that it's all over the news. It's everywhere. We did look a little bit lost. I actually thought Checkers looked a little bit lost, and I'm
Yeah.
a huge Checkers fan. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. Hopefully he finds his feet again. And with Bobby coming in, it might create a little bit more pressure in the forward line, a little bit more run. I do want to say that Isaac Quainer and Lockie Schultz were fantastic
Yes.
last night.
Yes.
They just didn't stop pressure, non-stop pressure, just really strong marks up the ground. Second, third, fourth efforts. And Will Parker showed enough for me last night for me to say this guy needs to stick around. We need to put pen
Yes.
to paper and make sure we don't lose him.
I
He was
agree.
great. I know for a fact that people are going to come for Darcy Moore. You've probably got multiple voicemails about him. I actually don't think it was one of his worst games. It was probably one of his better of
Yep.
late. And I think we just need to calm down a little bit with the Darcy Moore hate. It's not a good look for the club. It's not a good look for the supporters. I want to take them on again in this first final. I believe we've got them. I
Yep.
believe we win if we do. And I'm going to stick with that. Go Pies.
Tracy, good shout outs. Thank you for shouting out Isaac Quaynor. Q was absolutely incredible. Just, I felt so confident when he had the ball, when the ball was coming into the defense with him there. He's marking, he's contested marking, he's intercepting possessions. Lockie Schultz, Will Parker, and another really good shout out. And you'll be pleased to know that there wasn't any Darcy Moore hate. The second last call, no Darcy Moore hate in the 38 or so calls before you. A bit in my comment section on Instagram, but I agree. I thought this was one of Darcy's better games in this 6-7 week patch without Jeremy Howe and Billy Frampton. Obviously, Frampton's playing now, but without those two defenders, this has been his best game. Thank you for calling in, Tracy. Linford, lucky last.
What's going on, Swoop? It's Linford here again,
mate.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'm not disappointed, but it kind of felt like we won that a bit.
Yeah, I feel that.
We definitely saw a change from last week. So it was definitely good to see. It was obviously that second quarter that messed us up a bit, but look, there's a lot of good signs. You know what I mean? It's just that mid forward connection is still not there.
Yeah.
So, well, it was definitely a change from last week, which is good. But yeah, look, a lot to like. The back line held up well.
Yep, they did.
It's just small moments that Adelaide got on top of us. So definitely a lot of good signs. Just got to take those takeaways into the next game, and then hopefully smash the Demons, and then if we get some good form, then
fingers crossed,
roll into finals, and then you never know what can happen. So bring it on.
I love that.
Black 25. Let's go.
I love that. Let me hark on to one of the first points that you made. It felt like we won. Craig McRae always says you can act like winners even when you lost, or even when you lose, sorry, proper English. Last week against Hawthorn, we didn't act like winners. We weren't fighting to the end. We were quitting, fumbling, dropping balls. It just looked like everyone's head was down. That game against Adelaide, we acted like winners after we lost. And that's what you want to see. And I think that's what you're sort of referring to when you said you felt like we won the game. Something else that you said about our defense being great or good, and just a couple of times it was sort of let down a bit. I just remember in that first quarter when Fogarty kicked those couple of goals, Perryman was playing on him, or definitely was playing on him for the first one, or in that vicinity. You put Jeremy Howe on him, he's not getting those balls, right? So there's a lot to like. There's a lot to absolutely like about this. But this has been Magpie Talkback Radio. I love doing this. Is probably my favorite thing that I do on this channel and swooping around, because I get to talk to all of you and hear all your thoughts and stuff. And I absolutely love it. So thank you for calling in. As always, the phone lines are open right at the end of the game over on my Instagram story. So be sure to check that out. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later.